I love to say that I told you so. Google Stadia is officially shutting down on January 18th, 2023. I predicted this very thing. Back in April of 2021, I made a video titled Stadia will shut down by 2023. Which seemed like a pretty safe prediction at the time, because when I made that video, that was when Google announced that they were shutting down their first-party development studio and was significantly scaling back their operations with Stadia. And Google is a company that is known for having a track record for not sticking through with their new business ventures, whether we're talking about Google Plus, Google Glass, and all these other things that they were really aggressive about in the beginning, but after a couple of years, they just gave up on it and moved on to the next thing. And now Stadia is the latest project that Google has abandoned and killed. And I'm definitely here to gloat about it today. Not because it was such an incredible prediction for me to predict the exact year that Stadia was going to shut down, and I got it completely right. Anyone could see the writing on the wall here. Anyone with half a brain knew that this was going to happen. But the thing is, most of the people that watched that video didn't have half a brain, as you could tell by the 46 likes compared to 145 dislikes, and all of the comments talking about how I'm wrong, how I'm just a hater, and how Stadia is going to continue to thrive for many years to come. Let's just take a look at some of these comments. LOL, the one thing that's going to shut down is this damn video. The Stadia is amazing. I got the Stadia recently, and it's impressive. It runs really good, and there's no loading screens on games or downloads. Not only that, but Stadia is still getting new games. LOL, the Stadia is going to improve significantly by 2023. Well, at the end, this guy was actually right. It did improve significantly by shutting down completely and ceasing to exist. I consider that to be a big improvement, considering that Stadia was an awful service that wasn't worth shit. Stadia is better than you think. I've been using it for a while. Well, you won't be using it much longer now, will you? Feel free to come back to this comment in 2023 when Stadia has become the #1 cloud gaming solution for most of the third world. And those who don't find value anymore in purchasing a $500 console when most games bought now are digital-based anyways, whether they're being purchased through console or cloud gaming solution. But go off, sister. One thing I can assure you is your channel won't grow by using negative press on an already pressed for negativity topic. Well, my channel might not be growing that much these days, but one thing that I know definitely will never grow again is Stadia, since it will be shutting down on January 18th, 2023. I mean, I don't know how these guys didn't see this coming. The fact that Stadia did not support Android TV, Google's own product. There was no integration between Stadia and the rest of Google. There were no new games that were coming out. First-party development was gone for years. I just don't understand how so many people believed in this thing. I really don't. It's just incredible how that video was bombed with so many dislikes and hate comments against what turned out to be the truth. I didn't think that Google Stadia had a fan base, at least not enough of one to dislike bomb my video and all that. I really didn't think that Stadia actually had fans, but I turned out to be wrong because so many people were against what I was saying back then. But now they have nothing to say, do they? Because if people on the internet think that you're wrong, they're gonna make sure that you know that they think you're wrong. But if it turns out that you're right and they're wrong, they're not gonna be humble and be like, you know what? I was wrong and you were right. That's just not how the internet works, and it's never going to work like that. Because the internet is filled with egomaniacs and just people that are insecure in general. So if they admit that they're wrong, it just completely shatters their entire world. To be proven wrong, it's just something that's so humiliating to these people, and they can't accept it, ever. You'll find that especially true when it comes to fanboys and tribalists. But I wonder what the Google Stadia fanboys are going to be doing now. Are they all going to flock over to Amazon Luna now? Or are they going to go to xCloud? Or are they going to quit streaming and go over to console or PC? Well, they have 4 months to figure it out, and at least they're going to get a refund on all their games. That's a good thing. Otherwise, I think the FTC would have really gone after Google's ass, so they're just doing it to avoid legal problems. Definitely not giving refunds out of the kindness of their heart, that's for sure. But otherwise, there's really not much to say besides I told you so, because Stadia honestly didn't leave much of an impact on the gaming industry to begin with. So in turn, its loss from the industry won't have much of an impact either. Let's just see how many of the Google Stadia fanboys that attacked me last year will now apologize to me and acknowledge me. I was right, and you were wrong.